Good evening, everybody. Oh, hold on, that's a little loud. Sorry, Boys at Midnight's Edge are live because there's some Lord of the Rings stuff going on. Lord of the Rings rights sale, embracers for gaming and stuff, basically. So that's a little hectic. On top of that, you got BC Amplified covering a bunch of shit with AEW because of recent CM Punk madness that JD already talked about earlier. CM Punk AEW drama. CM Punk almost no-showed Dynamite. NXT Europe announced, NXT UK finish. My friend's local round 1 is finally open. I'm still waiting on one, and we're going back to the wonderful world of Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear and Solid. Oh, hold on. Hello, yes. The Legacy Collection's not here because guess what? I finished earlier in the month, but finally, Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence, which I emulated in PCI X2. And I did it with no save states either, no other cheats. Well, I did use one-ish cheat. It was a 60 frames patch. If you really want to call it a cheat, it's really not. But it does help the game run at 60 frames per second in PCI X2, because the HD version of Metal Gear Solid 3 runs in 60 frames per second on the PS3 and the Xbox 360. But the original PlayStation 2 version does not. It only runs at 30 frames per second. So you have to use a 60 FPS patch, and it is a little bit one of the more demanding games. Well, most gameplay sections are fine, but like when the chase scene happens on the runway, the frame rate just, it tanks like hell. But otherwise, the game ran pretty well, and I think that might be my favorite. Either 3 or 4, I don't know, honestly. Let me tell you something straight up. Metal Gear Solid 4, I beat that earlier in the week on Monday, and I'll tell you straight up, that is one of the most emotionally intense games I have ever played in my life. I am not kidding here. Like, especially if you've played all the original, at least the first 3 games, up to that point, because that's what was out. You will get so sucked into 4 and just... I should have played it sooner, but I'm glad I got it out of my system. I also emulated it in RPCS 3. Kinda didn't go as well. I had to turn off some settings so the game didn't look as pretty as it should, and the frame rate was a little rocky. And on top of that, the graphics crash, or the credits, they don't properly work in the current build. It will crash straight up, and it will force you to. Luckily, you save after the final boss. You have a few cutscenes. You have the first half of the credits for all the voice actors. Then you have the then you have the last cutscene. It's technically a few, where everything is practically explained to bring it full circle. Then you finally have the last half of the credits for all the other staff who worked on the game. Oh yeah, it's just stuff over there on my bed. I have to prep things. I got another con this weekend, so schedule might be a little screwed. I might not stream on Friday. That's kind of why I also picked this game too, because by this point I've now beaten the first 4 Metal Gear Solids. I played the Twin Snakes and Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance last year. I emulated Twin Snakes and Dolphin, and I used the GOG version of Substance. And I played those last year, and I beat them. This time here, 3 and 4, I just wanted to work my way through and enjoy them naturally. I may do another playthrough of them on stream. Like, if I can at least either get a good enough PC to emulate PCS 3, because it is the definitive way to play Metal Gear Solid 4. Because otherwise, you gotta get an old PlayStation 3, and it doesn't run at 1080p, and the frame rate's not particularly great, because the hardware was too much for Kojima's insanity. But there is one little gap in the franchise that I have not fulfilled, and that is Metal Gear Solid 5. Now, 5 is the last game in the series from a release date standpoint. It came out in 2015, but chronologically, the game takes place after the events of Peace Walker, which happens after Metal Gear Solid 3. So let me look up the chronology. And if I do play through them proper, again, like, I am going to play them in chronological order. I tried to last time when I first wanted to get into the series, but that didn't go quite according to plan, so now I played them in release order. Okay, so timeline. So here's the timeline. It's Snake Eater, then Portable Ops, but Portable Ops is not in the Legacy Collection, so I don't think Kojima had much involvement with that one. Peace Walker, after Portable Ops, and the game we are going to be playing today, Ground Zeroes. Now, Ground Zeroes takes place in 1975, 1 year after the events of Peace Walker, or rather a few months technically, and the storyline follows Snake, or rather Big Boss, Naked Snake, who you played as in Metal Gear Solid 3. And he infiltrates an American black site in Cuba and Camp Omega, attempting to rescue Cypher agent Paz Ortega Andrade and former Sandinista soldier Ricardo Valencio Libre, aka Chico. And I chose this one in particular on this weekend because, one, things are going to be a little screwed, and two, this game is not particularly long. This game is literally the length of like one segment in what would have been in the 5th game. Basically, it's like they cut this sequence out. This would have been a prologue, but they cut it out of the main game and sold it to you separately for about $40, if you give or take 40 or something. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, right now it's 20, but when it came out at release, actually it might have been $30 at release. No, yeah, 30. And it's not that long. In fact, there are people that have sped run this game in like minutes. I kid you not, minutes. I'm not even going to attempt that. I'm gonna take my time and try and enjoy this one for what it is. It's gonna be a little bit weird playing with a keyboard and mouse, considering I've been playing just about every MGS game with an Xbox controller. The first 2 we did with a 360 controller. 3 and 4 I played with my trusty Xbox One controller. And so yeah. Oh, by the way, here's a little tip. When you're doing the Screaming Mantis battle, by the way, in our PCS 3, and you're not using a 6-axis controller, here's a hint. Rotate the right analog stick after you get the doll. After you get the doll, then you chuck it at her, and you get control of Screaming Mantis. I was literally just running this thing here, basically. Probably hurting the palm, but trust me, that second was worth it. I drained her health like that. Just a little tip in advance if you're not going to use it. I don't know what the deal is with PlayStation 4 controllers. if there is not much motion in them. But that was like a big deal, the 6-axis thing. This game kind of takes things more a little bit back, like I said, though. And you have new sneaking and traversal methods, and as well as the choice in what order the events takes place by selecting the missions in any order you choose. So it was developed as a mission for the Phantom Pain, but extended development time resulted in director Hideo Kojima splitting specific portion of the game as a standalone product, so you could get early access to Metal Gear Solid 5, the full game eventually later coming as the Phantom Pain. Ground Zeroes came out in 2014. The Phantom Pain came out in 2015. And that was basically the last one from a real release date standpoint. Like I said, chronologically, Metal Gear Solid 4 is the last game. Although, if you want to count Rising Revengeance, yeah, but after watching Mudahar's 4-hour video about Metal Gear Solid 4, yes, 4 hours going on to death about that fucking game. I don't know so much about the story of Rising Revenge. So I was getting aggravated with it because I made the mistake of playing on normal instead of easy, because it really is just different from other hack and slashes. Maybe if I get an Xbox One and I get a console version, I'll try it again, but I don't know. Oh, there is technically a bundle. Metal Gear Solid 5, The Definitive Experience, which has Ground Zeroes and the Phantom Pain, but here on Steam, I do have them both as separate entries. The Definitive Experience is $30, and so you get all the DLC for the main game itself, and Ground Zeroes. So it's not too bad per se. And Ground Zeroes does not take up much space because it's not that big, like I said. We'll see how this goes. I'm a little worried, but I guess we could try it, and we'll see what happens. I bet BC's still live. Twice in one day. He went live earlier to talk about some other stuff. Because at this point, he's not even bothering reviewing Dynamite. Oh well, this is what happens when he doesn't have to do this as his main income. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. But he'll still torture himself with 3-hour Raws. I mean, Raw's getting a little better with Triple H here, but it takes time. And quite frankly, getting rid of that 3rd hour is going to be a major pain in the ass, because that's where the advertisers still really bring in the money. Less spots to sell, so unless they get higher ratings, which they were going into like the 1.5s before Vince was forced to retire, and even below to the 1.4 a little bit. Eventually they have jumped back up closer to about 2 million, but not quite over that mark. It's going to take time to rebuild it. So yeah, let's just get into the game, shall we? Who knows? BC will probably be done. BC will probably be done by the time we go here. I don't know about the boys at Mead, but we'll see. Alright, webcam off. Maybe I should just do a separate stream setup. Maybe I'll work on a separate screen setup. I don't know. Or I should do something so I can have my reaction. So the game, basically, Ground Zeroes, is only about like 2 to 3 hours. Maybe a little longer. Like 4 hours max. And yes, when Angry Joe reviewed it, he did his whole 4-hour shtick with it. Less than... It adds maybe another hour to the playtime. So in total, we're talking between 2 and 3 hours. Less than 4 hours. Konami, you sons of bitches. And poor Kojima Productions. Oh yeah, did I mention this runs in the Fox engine? So it's a very good engine. So here we go. Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes. Tactical espionage operations. And no a Hideo Kojima game, because unfortunately, Konami and Kojima were having their little breakup by this point, and it was ugly. Okay. Backstory. What does this do? I want to see. For us, there is no victory. Snake. There lived a man who was a legend among mercenaries. A man who put together a formidable unit of soldiers of fortune long before the advent of private military companies that dared to call itself a nation. With his nation at his back, made an enemy of modern capitalist society and the world. This is his story. Known by codename Snake and later Big Boss, he proved himself as an agent of the U.S. Special Forces Unit Fox, but an incident spurred him to part ways with the military, and he is said to have roamed the world's war zones as a gun for hire. And his partner, Kazuhira Miller, I never knew that was his full name actually, we just knew him as Master Miller in the first game. So Paz basically was abducted and assaulted by a group. Someone claiming to be a professor from Costa Rica's University for Peace. Drive the group out, but Snake saw through deception. Professor was a KGB agent, and the armed group in question was backed by the CIA. Cold War, no stranger to overseas clandestine operations between US and Soviet agents. But the CIA's motives were a mystery. Paz escaped, but yeah, the boss was supposed to be dead. Apparently, the Paz escaped with a cassette tape, and the voice of the woman known as the Boss, the mother of Special Forces. The song from 1973 playing in the background. And the boss was supposed to be dead. I mean, you defeated her in Metal Gear Solid 3 in one of the most intense emotional battles ever in the franchise, and there's a lot of them. The boss was Snake's mentor, and the only woman he ever loved. 10 years prior, Snake was forced to take the boss's life as part of a mission. That was basically the final boss of Snake Eater. Snake rescued Sandinistas and invited them back to Mother Base here. But the CIA was really up in Costa Rica. Huey... Launching an AI that was basically the start of the entire... a precursor to what would eventually become the Patriots. Bought the vein as Peace Walker prepared to fire the nuke, but ultimately saved mankind from nuclear annihilation. And basically, the boss AI destroyed Peace Walker. Meanwhile, Mother Base took in Paz, left without her KGB benefactor. Under Cypher's orders, Paz got closed. Existence International conducted Mother Base inspection. Idea to Cypher's true identity. Snake could not allow what Chico and Paz knew to fall into their hands. If he rescued Paz, he might be able to get information that would help her fight back against Cypher. On the eve of this nuclear inspection, Snake made the decision to leave for Cuba. Everybody got that? Alright, first I'm going to go to the options and... Okay, control, camera, display. Okay, display. Yeah, let's just leave all that on. That's not what I was looking for. Game settings, reflex mode. What is reflex mode? Spotted by an enemy. Clear a mission without entering reflex mode to earn a score bonus. Brightness, no. Graphics, that's what I'm looking for. Borderless, cranked. VSync is enabled, but the game is only running at 60. Let me see something here. Oh, and there's no in-game volume controls. Just a heads up. Okay, high frame rate. It is capped at 60. Removing causes problems with physics. Make sure to set your graphical cap before... let's just leave it. Let's not force it. Frame rate, auto lock, although you can lock it to 30. Model detail extra high, textures extra high, filtering extra high, shadows extra high, lighting extra high, screen filtering extra high, ambience extra high, effects extra high. Alright, we're good. We're good, people. Don't worry. It doesn't look like there's options for motion blur, though. That'd be nice. Key assignments, I'll figure it out. Okay, we're good. These cassette tapes seemingly have extra data, but since we haven't acquired any in the field, we're gonna need to get into the game. There's a top secret thing in here, but we can only... a couple top secrets. Ground zeros. Rescue Mother Base member Chico and high-value target Paz from a U.S. prison, naval prison facility, and escape the area by chopper. Mission will begin. Do you want to continue? Yes. So yeah, there's Big Boss starting to get older. In an era where when the world was still divided into East and West, the Boss, the mother of the Special Forces hero of World War II, defected to the Soviet Union, as depicted in Metal Gear Solid 3. But her defection was no more than a cover. She made a sacrifice to prevent a nuclear war. That was her final mission. Yeah, it's just running through the same stuff we already went through. Let's start the mission. Now we get it here, at least, a Hideo Kojima game, but not plastered all over. Original story, planning, game design, obviously Kojima. Duh. I will say the Fox engine does look amazing. Well, of course, written by Kojima. I will say that the Fox engine itself was super friggin' like amazing still. It's just a shame Konami has this technology that they're not fucking using. Sadly, the only thing they may be making is Bomberman stuff. Super Bomberman R2 is coming out, so I may be getting that if it can get a decent sale or whatever, and play that on stream. Because I played the first one on stream. I finished it in like under 4 hours, but I still really enjoyed it. I really did like that game. It pretty much is classic Bomberman updated. Oh boy. Someone's about to get moited.
She told us everything.
Oh, there's the J.J. Abrams lens flare.
Don't worry, I kept my word. She didn't suffer long. Here. You earned it.
A cassette tape. Poor kid.
How's it feel to play the traitor? No more war games. You're a real man now, soldier.
Ricardo Chico Valencio Libre, young volunteer in Snake's private army. Thought he'd be a bit older.
Give my regards to your boss when you get home.
Here's to you. You probably heard part of it. Yes, written by Ennio Morricone, generally. Yes, that Ennio Morricone, the legendary composer who did all the work on the Fistful of Dollars trilogy, as well as John Carpenter's The Thing, and a whole bunch of other films. He was a legendary composer. I think he passed away, actually, a couple years ago, though, unfortunately. Yeah, he did. I know he passed away. I just don't remember exactly when off the top of my head. But God rest his soul indeed, too. And he'll be forever missed. Yeah, you definitely heard this one.
Ten days ago, we got reports that Paz was still alive.
She survived.
She was rescued by a Belizean fisherman who found her drifting in the Caribbean.
So what's the plan? Silence her before we're compromised?
No. I've got something else in mind. Our friends at Cypher suspect Paz could be a double agent. She's being held for interrogation at a camp on the southern tip of Cuba.
Black site. Nice. A slice of American pie on communist soil, and out of U.S. legal jurisdiction.
The upcoming inspection of Mother Base has to be connected somehow. The timing's too perfect.
The UN's nuclear inspection.
My guess is they're trying to corroborate Paz's leak.
We're an army without a nation.
Word of our capabilities gets out, and we'll have the whole world out to shut us down. Having an American private intelligence agency involved is bad news. Cypher's the ones who sent Paz to us in the first place.
She knows the true nature.
Right. Paz is our only link to Cypher. If she's still alive, we need her on our side.
Indeed. And away we go. Huh? What the hell's with that back, though? His head looks like it's been through some serious hell. Oh boy, that game's frame rate seems to be a little skippy. Hopefully not too much longer. Wipe that off.
Trojan horse is in.
Skullface, commander of the XOF. Identity unknown.
This pirate crackdown's a go.
Jeez, I can see why they call him Skullface. Look at this fucking guy. Ugh. You know how great it would be if they remade every prior Metal Gear game in the Fox engine, or at least 1 and 2? Okay, maybe 3, but... yeah, and probably not much of a need to remake 4, considering I feel like with Metal Gear Solid 4... well, 3 I feel like is when the gameplay really started to pick up, basically. Mainly with Subsistence, when they gave you the camera that basically... was no longer a top-down perspective like the old GTA games and the first 2 Metal Gear games. No, you had a full third-person camera, and that was a wonderful improvement in the game, in my opinion. It made it less janky, and it basically changed the thing I hated the most about the first 2 games. And Metal Gear Solid 4 is when they finally just perfected the gameplay, when you actually do get to play. Because yes, a lot of the game is basically cutscenes in a nutshell. In fact, I'd say half of the overall game itself you spend watching, while the other half you'll actually spend playing. Uh-oh, going lowy. I think it's... here's your XOF. Fox. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it looks like XOF. Oh, it's basically Fox backwards.
You should be back at Mother Base in time for lunch. You'll probably just miss our guests.
Yes.
The only catch is you go in solo. The politically sensitive nature of the mission needs backup is not an option.
Solid Snake is always normally doing solos. Solid Snake, or I mean, Big Boss, rather. Snake in general is probably used to solo missions anyways. I say Solid, but it's not Solid Snake. It is Big Boss. But yeah, now we get to the voice actors. Robert Atkins, Harris Strong. There's a couple recognizable names. And wait for it. Christopher Randolph, voice of Otacon. What the heck? Who's he voiced here?
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
There he is, Snake, a former hero, once known by the codename Big Boss. Yes, indeed. And yes, he's actually voiced by Kiefer Sutherland, which you probably already heard and probably already know, but yeah. This is when it was here, because Kojima, I don't know why, but for the longest fucking time, Kojima wanted to replace David Hayter as Snake just across the board. So, like, by Metal Gear Solid 3, they wanted to have Big Boss here, actually portrayed by Kurt Russell, but he turned down the offer, so ultimately, in the end, they just had Big Boss, or Naked Snake, be voiced by David Hayter still. With not much real difference to how Solid Snake is portrayed.
Kilo and Paz are being held in an old, unused part of the compound. Get inside and head northeast.
Alright. And, yeah. And Metal Gear Solid 4 they did, and now here they are.
Mission. You've got to stay out of sight. Before you go any further, use your binoculars to recon the area.
Alright, game's frame rate is running in the 40s, so yeah.
What do
Okay.
you see? Press the call button to get more intel. There's a door in the fence. Your binoculars are equipped with a directional microphone. You should be able to listen in on whatever they're pointed at. It's a guard. Don't let him see you. Avoid combat whenever possible.
Uh-oh.
Those are U.S. Marines on watch. Not the type to go easy on intruders.
Is there anything else I should be aware of?
Beats me, man. Green berets, SEALs.
Those ain't no jarhead birds, I can tell you that.
What are those guys talking about?
Some of the guys are saying, you know what? Best we just drop this, right?
Sure.
Damn.
Information gathering is fundamental to good recon. Listen in to what they're saying.
Alright, is there any way I can switch my gun? Okay, yeah. The silent pistol with the trank, because how else are you gonna play this thing proper? Okay, this frame rate might not be doing so good. Might not have been the most ideal one.
Low. You can check the controls on the pause screen.
Yeah. Let's take a look at the controls real quick. I want to see setting control type. Oof, it's not even saying anything here. Where's keyboard key assignments? Okay, yeah, obviously shift changes run and dash, changes your stance, walk, run, contact sensitive, quick dive. That's on foot. There's more. Reload, ready weapon, attack, CQC. Binoculars, switching your view and readying your weapon, which was introduced in the 4th game. Binoculars, radio, interrogate, weapon, iDroid, map controls, menu, and that's it. Doesn't seem like there's too much, so we'll see. The gate does seem to be blocked out though. So probably gotta be an easier way in, because right now
If you ready your weapon while crawling, you can move horizontally left or right. If you do that holding the dash button, you'll move faster.
I'll need to sneak by. Oh shit. Is that thing following me? That fucker's following me, Amy. I think I see where we're supposed to go. Okay. Okay.
To climb an obstacle, press the action button.
E allows you to climb. Yay. I might be able to disable the spotlight from here. Okay. Freeze! There we go. Say good night, sucker. Oh shit. Well, phenomenal. I already got one alert. We'll need to hurry through. Okay.
Now head east to the old prison area. You can bring up the target's location on your iDroid.
Oh, shit. Okay. That is useful. Menu. Displays your mission data.
This is the transmission we intercepted. Chico's call for help.
Snake, it's Chico. I need your help. Cypher's holding me on a U.S. military base in Cuba.
And then the other one here.
Classic's here too. We're at the prison area on the coast. There's some cages to the east of a big building. East an old, grassy facility. That's where we are. Help me, Snake.
Their lives are in your hands. Get Chico and Paz out of there.
Understood. Watch the spotlight, whatever you do. Shit. Okay. Now, how do I... Okay, you gotta go up against cover. Okay, good, yeah. Cover was...
Eyes open, boss.
Cover was something they didn't introduce until the third game. Shit. Or was it? No, the fourth game, technically. I mean, well, you've always sort of had cover, but I mean, like, a full-bore style, like, Gears of War cover system, because Metal Gear Solid 4 came out in that era when games like Gears of War
You'll find the targets there.
or was getting popular by and large.
That rain just won't let up. It'll help you stay out of sight, but watch you don't get hypothermia.
Woof. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh no. Ah, fuck. Oh, I think he may have seen me. No one else. Alright. I think he hasn't seen it. Sounds like there's a vehicle driving by. Okay. Oh shit. Enemy has left the area. Shit. He's coming this way. Okay. Duck down. Alright. He hasn't seen it. Quick. Around this corner. Quick. Wait, how do I use the binoculars? I have forgotten now. Entirely. Hold on. Let me check real quick. Binoculars. Okay, it's F. Sorry, why did I think B? There's a couple guards there.
Take a good look at the enemy through your binoculars, and you can mark him. Marked enemies can be sensed when nearby, even if there's a wall between you and them. But it only works if you stop and take the time to focus your attention. This helps you maintain situational awareness. Try it.
It definitely looks like there's a bunch of enemies. Definitely not sneaking in that way. Shit. Get down. Alright. Oh shit. There's too many enemies. Shit. Alright. He's turning his back. Okay, go. Oh shit. That was close. Alright, bastard. Please, put the gun down. There we go.
You should move the bodies of enemies somewhere out of sight.
Oh no. There's two of them coming. Oh fuck. Oh no.
You okay?
Oh no. Hold on. There. Just seize him. Oh no. You think they'll catch on?
Man down!
Oh no. You were saying? Nope. I should probably move the body out of sight. Alright. Perfect. You'll go right there. Go to sleep. Oh my god, another one. There we go. So a lot of these headshots here are really what you need to do, basically, when taking down enemies. By and large, I'm getting pretty used to it. You need to hide the bodies out of sight. Just tuck them in the corners. I said drop it. This is not... It ain't dropping the body. There we go. Alright, this is the best I can do for now. Alright. I'll need to be careful when moving through.
You're way too exposed there. Find some cover and stick to it.
Cover, 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 cover. There. Like that. Normally I don't like crawling around much on the outside. But here I kinda don't have a choice. There's a guard with a spotlight. There's a... Alright. Just stay low. They still don't see me. Not yet. Okay. Just get him. Boom. Here we go. Okay. Stay crouched. Oh.
That's the admin building. Watch your corners. CQC is effective for dealing with nearby enemies.
Get him out of the rain. Alright. Drop him here. Okay. Okay, F, right. I see a guard over there. Attack him. Do you see anyone else? There's another one right there. Okay. There's another one too. There's about 3 enemies here.
The surveillance camera.
What? Huh? Where? Oh shit. I don't see the camera. Oh, there it is. It's right there. Tag the camera. I have to watch it. Galacto camo. Given when this game takes place, I guess that's not much of a surprise. Wait till the camera swings back. Alright. Wing the camera. It's another camera. Shit. Oh no. Oh fucking hell. Guards coming this way. Come on. Get around. Just put the weapon down, buddy. Yeah. Now sleep. The cameras seem to flick off in synchronicity. Oof. That headshot shit didn't go according to plan. What's this?
You can use your iDroid to check all sorts of operational data. The map, objectives, the target's locations. It'll help a lot if you let it.
Oh boy. That opened up the gate there. It's got hypothermia.
I sent DIs of...
Well, fucking hell. Well, fuck. That wasn't supposed to happen. Restart the checkpoint.
This is an infiltration mission. You've got to stay out of sight. Head for the old prison. You'll find the targets there. drainage channel. You might be able to crawl in there.
Ah, yes, now we get to do some classic first-person sneaking. Jesus. This place is crawling with guards. There's a camera, too. What's with the circle mark? Maybe I could use the rifle to break out some stuff. I'm not gonna use any lethal kills. Enemy has left the area. Enemy has left the area. Hey, what's that over it? That must be more of the old ones I knocked out. Reload the checkpoint, actually. Hold on, reloaded. Something didn't go right. This might be taking a little longer than expected.
This is an infiltration mission. You've got to stay out of sight. Head for the old prison. You'll find the targets there.
This way.
Head for the old prison. You'll find the targets there.
Get under here. What's with the circle mark?
You can use your iDroid to check all sorts of operational data. The map, objectives, the target's locations. It'll help a lot if you let it.
Please select a landing zone.
There's too many cassette tapes. I know this is supposed to be
My
filmed.
cover is blown. They know nothing of Cypher or my true objective, but they know I am a spy.
Snake, you can forget about civil liberties where you're headed.
I'm just clearing these out. Never mind, I feel like I was going in the right direction before. I don't know why these are highlighted though.
An armored vehicle. You don't want to take on that cannon.
Alright, Restart the checkpoint. I promise this will be it. I think I know what we need to do. That's what I get for trying to figure this out on the first time.
This is an infiltration mission. You've got to stay out of sight. Head for the old prison. You'll find the targets there.
This way. Use the drainage pipe.
The drainage channel. You might be able to crawl in there.
Alright. That's what I'm doing. That other thing that must be highlighted over there must be the armored vehicle as well. Or an armored vehicle, I should say. And I think they're talking about the She-Hulk Attorney at Law series. Oh no. Duck. No. I might have screwed it up. I have to keep moving along the road. Uh-oh. Enemy has left. Uh-oh. I see a couple. This is probably going to be how we're approaching most of the stealth in the game anyways, in the full game.
Anti-air gun. A chopper's worst nightmare.
You can say that again. Alright. Oh shit. Get out. Come on. Looks like he's ignoring it. Okay, good. Oh, his back's turned. Freeze. Tight, and don't let the bed bugs put their foot in your ass. Hello, hold on. Reiktenkatsu's 22. I didn't see you there for a minute. Sorry, it's just when I play these types of games, I get so involved in the sucker, I kind of miss some things. Ah, crap. Yeah, that has to be the area. Wait.
The beyond there is outside the mission area.
Ah, shit. That wasn't even the right way. Oops. Ah, whatever. It's not a big deal, I suppose. Uh-oh. I may be hidden in the leaves, but that's probably only a matter of time before they find out. Freeze! Drop the gun, buddy. How do I knock him out? There.
You can now either interrogate him, knock him out, or kill him. His life is in your hands.
There we go. Perfect for when this pistol's running out of ammo. Alright. Stay low. Leave that guard. Alright. We should be coming up upon it upon the left. Hold on. I didn't tag him. You know, I'm actually getting used to playing this with a keyboard and mouse. See, because of the way the Fox engine is, ideally, it's very easy for third-person games like this of its nature to work with a keyboard and mouse. You wouldn't want to play any one of the older games with a keyboard and mouse, I'll tell you that much. Okay, maybe Metal Gear Solid 4 you'd probably be fine with, but that game does not have a native PC port, unfortunately. And would you look at that? It was right on the side. Uh-oh. Okay. They have to be in there. But this area is definitely heavily guarded, so...
That's the old prison area. The targets are there.
The area must be heavily guarded. We need to be careful how we approach. Alright. Freeze! Alright. Yeah, just knock him out. Yeah. Perfect. Right in the grass. I have to find a way.
Boss, we've been in touch with Amanda. We had her listen to Chico's call for help. She agrees with us. She said, I know my brother and I know when he's lying. She also had a message for you. I'm ready for the worst. You sounded a little too cheerful to me.
I gotta find a way in. Oh shit. Boom. Right in the head. Oh shit. Freeze. That's right, buddy. Nice and easy. Whoops. I think he's out. Let's just get in here. No. Where are they? I'm in.
Leave no stone unturned. The target has to be somewhere. There's someone in there. What do you plan on doing?
Wait. He can't be the one. How do I know which one is which? Wait. That must be him.
Chico. Chico.
There he is. I got him.
Chico, it's me.
This idiot. Shit, this idiot doesn't realize where he's from. I guess I have to knock him out. That's right, buddy. And he's down. And there's the old codec call from the third
I
game.
got Chico.
And Boss,
Not here.
are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Is Chico able to walk?
Hold on.
Bullet wound there. Oh my god, his legs look pretty bad. What the shit?
Not gonna happen.
You'll have to carry him out then. Okay, boss, change your plans. Haul Chico over to the rendezvous point. We'll get Posse's whereabouts out of him once he's calmed down.
Alrighty. There.
Mission info has
I've
been
marked the
updated.
RV on your map. Okay, now carry Chico there.
Alright.
Map has been updated.
We'll need to hurry and fast. It's all the way over there. Alright. Okay. Just stay down and out
You
of...
don't end up head first in the ocean.
Oh, Christ. What?
The RV's just a little further.
I'm getting there. Almost. What do you mean they...
Great. You reached the RV. Put the target down for a minute. How's he doing?
You.
Chico, where is Paz?
What the... Oh my god.
She's dead.
When was this recorded?
She's dead.
Okay, now use your iDroid to call the chopper for pickup.
Okay.
Please select a landing zone.
Right there.
Landing zone confirmed.
Alright.
Roger that chopper request. It's headed your way now.
The reflex time thing was definitely a newer thing, but it's a very helpful mechanic. Never been the best at stealth games personally, so giving an opportunity like that before does help.
This is Morpho, arriving shortly at LZ.
Alright, he's coming in right now. There!
This is Morpho, on station at LZ.
Affirmative. Bring it on nice and easy.
Put the target on the chopper.
There. It's been extracted.
Chico's tape. Think it could give us a clue to Posse's location. Use your iDroid to listen to it.
On your feet.
Okay.
Chico was taken out of his cage. Did he leave the tape recording while he was being moved? Paz might be up ahead. I hear vehicles. And a flag. Must be near the heliport. A gate.
Loud again.
Chico left the tape on record while he was being moved. Try using what you hear to find Paz. If you're still not sure, listen to the tape again.
Some kind of heliport. Enemy hostile territory everywhere. Where the hell is she? You know what? I can't be bothered here. Where am I supposed to find Paz? Oh, crap. Looks like she's back in the administrative building here. Oh no. She's in the building. Freeze. How do I switch, okay, how do I switch the camera? No, don't restart. How do I switch the camera thing? Something under controls. Camera. Key assignments. Look under camera. Change stance, contact. So I can switch my shoulder that I'm aiming on. Switch the shoulder. Okay, there. CQC is a very wonderful thing. A supply truck. Shit. There's two of them right there. Shit. Ah, no, don't come. Don't walk this way. Got hypothermia.
Maybe Chico's tape can tell you something. What can you hear on it? Take a close listen.
Shit. Shit. Restart the checkpoint. I missed my opportunity to get on the supply truck. That would have allowed me easier, Sis.
Now let's find Paz. If she's dead, we need to see the body to be sure. Boss, any clue where she might be?
for it. There we go. Now we just let the truck move and we do its thing. Let me see if I can play the tape. Let me play that again.
Buzz!
On your feet.
Okay.
Otherwise, we would have had to sneak back all the way, and that would have been time wasting. Just stay low.
I hear vehicles. And a flag.
Check the map.
Must be near the heliport.
They're closing the gate.
A gate.
That gate, there. The one I just went through. Hands down, more like it.
Maybe Chico's tape can tell you something. What can you hear on it? Take a close listen.
This might help. They're about to wrap it up on me. Okay, what am I supposed to do? Okay, key assignments, check. Interrogation keys. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Okay.
Somebody, get over here! Spit it out.
The map has been updated.
What the hell? Oh no. I can't tell. I can't. Pause is somewhere in the administrative building. I'll need to watch the corners. Quick. Whoa. Leaving his post. Quick. Hide. Hide the body. Wait. Pause that. John's moving. Put the gun down. Oh crap. Oops.
Still searching for Paz? Try interrogating some of the Marines. They must know something. Put the squeeze on them.
That door's locked. Shit. Oh boy. Oh shit. Go look. Ammo. Shit. Oh no. This isn't going so well now. The first part's pretty easy, but the second part is where the shit gets a bit more difficult. Oh god. They're leaving the area. Interrogate a Marine.
To interrogate an enemy, first grab him. Give me a sit rep. Do you copy? Come in. We have a situation. All units alert.
Somebody, get over here!
Speak. Spit it out.
It looks like we know where she is.
Marker placed. Marker removed.
Find Paz and bring her back here.
CP, this is Zulu 6. We're standing down here. No hostile spotted. Over. This is CP. Understood.
You said they moved her.
Return to your post. Out.
Alright, they're resuming normal patrol. If they moved her down, then I guess we're gonna have to go in.
CP, this is Zulu 7. Threat in the area. We're tightening security. Over. This is CP. Understood. Watch for anything suspicious. Out.
Shit. Oh boy.
CP, this is Zulu 7. Just saw a suspicious person. Gotta check it out. Over.
The map has been updated.
Understood. Keep your guard up. Out.
Alright, go. The admin building is here. Check the map. Please tell me it's here. Wait.
Marker placed. Marker removed.
We're in the admin building. Son of a bitch. Alright, I don't even know if BC's still alive right now or what. Don't even move.
CP, this is Zulu 1. Signs of enemy activity. Tightening security. Over. This is CP. Understood. Don't let your guard down. Out.
Alright. This is the admin building.
Keep in mind that time doesn't stop while you use the iDroid. You can even move around while using it, but pay attention to your surroundings. Put the target on the chopper.
Wait, is that? That must be her. Paz Ortega Andrade, a double agent whose true alliances are unknown. Check her pulse, check her pulse, check her pulse. No. What the? Oh dear.
Boss,
Mission info
get Paz onto the helicopter.
Understood.
Stop it.
Oh, great, this is even worse. Chica was pretty easy to extract 'cause the extraction point was right there. Paz is a whole different story. We can't go back out.
CP. We lost the security tent. There's no reason for it to be down. Whoever's closest, go check it out. CP, this is Delta 6. We'll investigate immediately. Out.
Oh shit, I think they know. And there's the halfway point in this stream, so we've at least been an hour and a half. Okay. That's the point where you kind of wish you had a lean button, so you could just do that. Come down. Freeze! I feel like I'm getting the hang of this down much quicker than I did in the previous game. I'll say that much. Alright, where is she?
CP, this is Delta 3. The girl's disappeared. Looks like she escaped. Over. This is CP. Understood. Commence a search. ASAP. Do not let her get away. Out.
Go ahead and call the chopper. Keep an eye out for nearby enemies. They could try to shoot down the chopper.
Negative. Shit. Fuck off! It has to have the checkpoint from at least beforehand. It's not gonna matter.
Go ahead and call the chopper. Keep an eye out for nearby enemies. They could try to shoot down the chopper.
Are you insane? There's too many hostiles. There's no way I'm getting out of this here. That's not gonna work. Is he insane?
Go ahead and call the chopper. Keep an eye out for nearby enemies. They could try to shoot down the chopper.
All landing zones are hostile right now. They're all hostile. Oh, I can't crawl with her on my back. It's okay, I'm gonna get you out of here. Run back the other way. I'm gonna go back out.
Stay away.
CP, this is Delta 3. The girl's disappeared. Looks like she's escaped. Over. This is CP. Understood. Commence a search. ASAP. Do not let her get away. Out.
gate.
They've discovered Paz is missing. They'll be looking for her. Hurry, you've got to get out of there. Nearly there, boss.
Relax. Come on. Sit. Get out. Shit.
Stop it.
Relax. We're getting closer to the escape point. I promise it'll all be over soon.
Rain is an illusion.
Jesus.
In the mind.
Alright, go. Okay. No buts about it. Is the guard? He's still out. We're almost there. Open the gate. Open it. Bingo! Let's go. Call it.
Please select a landing zone. Landing zone confirmed.
There.
Roger that chopper request. It's headed your way now.
That's it. We made it out. We did it. Here it is.
This is Morpho, arriving shortly at LZ.
Roger. They're all running scared, but I'm out of there. Come on, bring it in.
This is Morpho, on station at LZ. Put the target on the chopper.
There, she's in. That's it.
Alright, get in. Time to go.
You don't need to tell me twice. Yeah. And that's it. That is this game in a nutshell. They're all running scared and they have no idea. Close it up. And that's it. And that is the game in a nutshell. Not bad, a B ranking. But that barely took over an hour. at least I think it should be.
Snake.
Oh, God.
Snake!
Medic!
Yeah, BC's done.
She's rigged. Damn it, we were set up!
We gotta get it out. No time for anesthetic. We have to open her now.
Hold her down. Hold her down!
Oh.
Keep her gun in.
Oh my God. Jesus. What the hell is that? Tracker.
Stable, no active bleeding. She's clean. I'm closing her up. Hold her steady. It's gotta be a continuous suture.
Control tower, this is Morpho 1. All hummingbirds are on the wing. We'll shake hands, then head back to the cage. Boss, you got a call. Boss, can you hear me?
What's up, Huey?
Our guests are right on time. Document destruction and hangar decontamination are complete. AFVs have been stowed away, and Zeke's on the seafloor along with a nuke. Everyone's got their story straight. The guided tour will be wrapped up by the time you get home.
Make me proud.
By the time they leave, I'll have the IAEA praising us as the poster boys for world peace. Out.
And away we go from the zone, and...
Tower, this is Morpho 1. Do you copy? Can't get through. The link seems fine, but...
Oh God. What the hell? Oh my God. Holy Jesus. Yep. Also, Big Boss talks more in that opening exchange with Miller than Venom does in the entirety of the Phantom Pain, Venom Snake, or Punish Snake. Let's go, Miller. Oh boy. What a mess. The carrier towers are all sunk. Kazuhira Kaz Miller, military strategist and privatization advocate.
Heard explosions, Stick. They played us like a damn fiddle! Give it back! This isn't right, that was ours!
So Miller here is actually voiced by Robert Atkins Downs.
You spy bitch! Come on, start talking, bitch! Come on, get up and start talking!
Miller, that's enough.
Bob, there's...
It's all right, we got it out.
What are you doing?
There's another in my...
What? No! And she's dead. Yeah, if that bomb would have hit there, they'd all be fucked. Dead. Beef dead. Oh, I guess they still are. Smoke from the disaster was visible from the coastline. The media blamed money-minded private militias, and the scandal followed when U.S. was fingered as one of the organization's top clients. In response, the Secretary of Defense publicly stated that neither the United States nor its allies had any hand in the incident. Reports also suggested that IAEA inspectors visited the site. However, the UN and the IAEA insist that no such inspection took place. Other countries among the organization's long list of clients avoided comment altogether. The casualty figure is uncertain. There are no known survivors. However, in the moments prior to and following the incident, several unidentified military helicopters were sighted in the area. And there's the game, people.
Your favorite song?
Can I skip?
Nicola.
Yes, I can. Metal Gear Solid 5, Ground Zeroes.
Cypher's been in hiding ever since his grand experiment. No one's seen him in years. All we hear are orders delivered by proxy. Except you. You met with him, face to face, in order to contact Big Boss. Tell me where he is.
So yeah, Paz gave up the information to find Cypher, aka Zero.
I've never known choice. Where I was born, the language I speak,
I've never had the freedom to choose for myself. But you, right now, are free. Do as you will.
This will save Big Boss.
It may.
Will you really kill?
Also known as Major Zero and Major
Not
Tom.
for you.
All right. Zero is...
AKA the commanding officer for here. Commanding officer in Metal Gear Solid 3. So yeah, this is now giving us all the background information between after the events here and the first game. Huey Emmerich. Hal, that must have been Christopher Randolph voicing Huey Emmerich, because well, Hal, aka Otacon, yeah. Okay, it also has some other bits as well. I guess also some other things as well that close up some gaps. To be continued in the Phantom Pain, but not on Twitch here, because I think 2 Metal Gear games are enough here for me personally, even though I do think this one probably is going to have it. I'll try to play the Phantom Pain at some point, just to close out this gap. Huh? This must have been following the action.
No response. Hit him again. Clear.
Yeah, Huey Emmerich was indeed voiced by Deceived and Left for Dead. And here's your teaser, by the way, at the end of the game. I think we've had enough. Or nah. No, we haven't. Deprived of all but pain.
Quite some time. Yes, I know. You would like to know how long. I'm afraid it's been 9 years.
9 years, and only one thing remains. Metal Gear Solid 5. The Phantom Pain. Tactical espionage operations, not tactical espionage, action. Retribution, the Diamond Dogs. Big Boss's company. And again, the same credits and everything. And that's just your teaser there for the full game itself. Rewards. Fastest marking of all enemies trial has been unlocked for normal difficulty. Rank C clear reward. You get this SMG. It's placed at the mission start point. Rank B, you get the launcher. You got Chico's tape. Hard difficulty has been unlocked. Eliminate renegade threat site op. Intel operative rescue site op. Classified intel acquisition. Destroy the anti-air emplacement site op. That's only 10 of the rewards. I don't feel like doing anything else. That was the main plot of everything, and I feel competent enough now that that's taken care of. Let's just... Yeah, I'm done. I don't care if that's only barely there. So look at that! An hour and a half long! I kid you not. Okay, game, do you want to... Okay, maybe not an hour and a half long. More like an hour and 42. An hour and 42 minutes long, more like it. But you get my point. My point is that it's not a particularly long game. Designed by purpose? Sure. Could this have probably been thrown in the full game? Yeah. Did the side ops need to be there? Nah. But do they help flesh out more lore and everything? Oh, you bet your ass they do. The game is still at least pretty good and is a nice teaser of what to expect for what was going to be expected for the full game. But yes, 1 hour and 42 minutes. And you know what? It was still fun for what it was, honestly. And it does probably help me get used to some of the more other stuff in the game. So I can't say it wasn't all not worth it in the end. Alright, I'm done with this. I'm going to go ahead and just already launched, uninstall, and there we go. I'm pretty sure with the exception of one person, unless they did the 1-minute speedrun, but that was highly impossible. So probably only just booted it up once. Everyone else is probably already beaten it on my list, my friends list who has the game. And now I can join them and knock this one off. Woo! Alright, people. That's Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes. A nice little teaser to what will be a hell of a time when I install it, because I don't even have the game installed right now. But I'm going to see. Alright, everybody. I'll see you next time. Take it easy, and I don't think I'll be streaming tomorrow. We'll see. I might do something as well on Saturday, but I'm not sure. It'll probably be some fooling around stuff, so we'll see. Alright, everybody. Take it easy. Good night. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye-bye. Good night.